Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Yerok and welcome to some Tavern Master. We did play the demo, but we're going to be starting a new thing here. Alright, we're going to start here in River Bottom. We are going to do the tutorial just so everybody can see. Alright, so set up. New owner. Alright. Starting gold 430 sounds good. We'll do balanced. Tavern Keeper. Oh, sorry, I called it Tavern Master. Sorry. Tavern Keeper. I apologize. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through that. Alright, so... Alright, let's go ahead and start. Sorry about saying the wrong name. Alright, press any key. Alright, we have pulled up in a boat here.
Welcome to River Bottom. I hope you like mud. And oh, here's your first tavern. Bit of a fixer-upper, it seems. There's much to do before opening the doors. But where to start? First things first, teaching you how to teach yourself. A checklist on the right side of your screen would certainly be handy. Hovering your cursor over things like checklists can bring up helpful tooltips. Why don't you try it? Phenomenal work! You mastered tooltips, and thus the secret to mastering the whole game. Now, why not use the camera controls to take a look around? Splendid observing. One could say that makes you quite the looker. If this was a story about a garbage dump, you'd be set. But that rubble may deter tavern patrons. Clean it up, won't you?
Alright, so we need to get rid of the garbage.
Excellent. That dangerous unfinished floor underneath has a certain rustic charm, but we can do better. Build a tap room.
Alright, so we need a tap room. Let's see, tap room. Let's go ahead and that looks good. Alright, and we need a Alright, let's do that. Okay.
With the room type selected, click on the tavern floor and drag to define the shape of your room. Make sure it goes all the way to the front door.
Let's go ahead and do that there. Alright. Confirm.
Every room needs a door, otherwise it's a coffin. Grim.
Door there.
Onwards! The tap room is ready. But you're missing a tap. Select it in the build menu, but don't place it yet. Is that the angle you want? Try rotating it a bit before placing it.
Alright, to rotate is... Okay.
Nice to see things from all angles, isn't it? Now, place that tap wherever you like. People like a place to lean while they order. A bar counter is optimal. Let's build one.
Move. Let's see. Let's do it right here. Place a bar counter. Alright, need a bar counter, okay. That way.
Good. Of course, tavern keeping isn't all gossip and picking furniture. There's hard work to be done as well. Let's just hire someone to do that.
Alright, so we got Gallender, Jamie, Dora, Vigdis, or Aaron. I like the name Vigdis, so let's go with Vigdis. Let's hire him in.
Really? Based on those qualifications? Are they a friend of yours? Never mind, it's time to buy drinks. The traveling merchant will be here soon. Click on him when he arrives. You can hurry him along with the game's speed controls if you like.
Alright, so let's... He's already here, no need in speeding up the game. Alright. Alright, let's go with, can't buy those yet, so let's purchase all that.
Excited to tap that barrel? Select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get, let's go with that one. Alright, and then wait on staff to put it on the tap. Alright, let's speed him up a little bit. Okay.
Bars are great for a quick drink, but tables allow patrons to settle in and stay a while. Try building one.
Alright, so... Design mode, maybe? No. We need a table. Let's find a table. Decorations. Let's go to tap room. There's a table. Okay, small table. Let's put that in right there.
It's a bit plain. Why don't I show you the design mode? Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Even a humble table becomes an empty canvas ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece. But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild! For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3.
Carved owl. That looks cool.
That's an interesting choice. Well, there's no accounting for taste. That's enough decorating for now. You've accomplished quite a bit. Perhaps you should save your progress?
Okay, so F5 to save.
Did it save properly? I can't see. Hold on, I'll scoot my candle a little closer to the storybook. Oh, I caught the page on fire. The story is burning. Quick, load your save file.
F9.
Look, everything is fine again. No need to reload for every little fire. I was just having a bit of fun. Narrator humor, you see. One last thing, the stories. A glowing golden book means someone or something has a tale to tell. See, there's one. Click on your tap, won't you? What sort of narrator would I be without a storybook? This is mine. It's a bit magic, you see. The stories inside are your stories, and they follow your choices. There will be quite a lot of stories to tell, all centered in your tavern. You'll find them as little books hovering above characters, items, or locations. Would you like to see how they work? As you can see, your choices progress the story. Simple. Skill choices, however, are a little more complex. The results are determined by your character skills, the difficulty, and a bit of luck. The story continues whether you succeed or fail, and failing is just as fun, sometimes more so. Still, I know even a fun failure can feel like a failure. Don't worry, you can retry spins if you don't like the result, but do be sparing with those respins. If too many build up, we may run into trouble. Well, the issue is with causality altering... Wait a second. Using your wits to ply me for more information, eh? Yes, okay, you got me. There is more to it. Let me explain. Nothing truly bad will happen to you if you fail a spin. More or less. It depends on your definition of bad. Anyway, don't worry about it. But respins resist the natural course of events, and tinkering with cause and effect can cause things to go a little pear-shaped. No need to go into it now. You'll have to wait and see. That's choosing chaos for you. Feel free to explore stories and go with your gut. There are no wrong or right answers. There's only the path you choose. I can't wait.
All right.
To make skill rolls, you will, of course, need skills. I wouldn't dream of choosing those for you. It's up to you to decide what best represents your strengths. Quickness of wit or hands, depth of knowledge, or simply charm. All settled? Well, you know you best. We'll see how that plays out along the way. That's the end of my little tutorial. But don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Where would a story be without a narrator? Now, open those doors. You have a tavern to run.
All right. Open up. We're just going to leave it with the name for now.
Now wait for a patron and your staffer will tend to them. It's smooth sailing from here. Relatively.
cool.
All right. Let's go ahead and get let's get another bar counter here. I want to get another tap. And let's go with this one. Alright, let's see here. He's grabbing another thing. Let's go ahead and let's go to build. Storage. Let's see. Storage. Let's build that right here. Door. And then back to storeroom. We need to put a couple of pallets in there. Storeroom. I don't want to build more. Decorate maybe? Storage room, we need these. So let's put a couple of these in. Alright, that should let him do his thing. Go ahead and get rid of any trash items we need to. Alright. We got $80 left. Let's go to design. No. Let's get another table, just so we have it. And then design. Let's see here. Let's how much money do we have? Okay, let's go with yeah, let's put a carved pig on that table. Alright. Sure. Alright.
Hecky garden.
No.
see what else we need. Staff room. Cost per towel. Let's just build that right back here for now. Confirm. Alright. And then let's go to staff room. Alright, we don't have enough for any of that, so we'll need to get a bed soon. We've got to make a little more money. Let's go ahead and fast forward time a little bit.
Closing time. Off hours are a good opportunity to manage rooms and furnishings. Or you could simply speed up the clock.
Alright, so when do we open? 8 hours. Let's go ahead.
The dawn of a fresh day. The opportunities are endless, so long as no one comes to throw a wrench in the works.
Fast forward a little bit. Get some customers in here. Oh, we got a store here.
A severe-looking human woman in a pressed suit enters your tavern. She sweeps her gaze across the tap room and approaches the bar with confident, efficient strides. How rustic. One mug of your finest beverage. You slide the mug across the counter and hold out your hand for payment. The woman presses a crisply folded sheet of paper into it instead. My name is Dorothy Chadius, guild representative. You have been served. You misunderstand. You have been served a legal document. The woman picks up her drink and takes a long sip. The mug is frosty. The stare she fixes you with is frostier. This beverage is adequate. Notice of official censure by the guild for operating an unlicensed tavern. Did you think you wouldn't be caught? We saw your deed filed. It's a matter of public record. She taps the seal on the folded document. It's all in here. The rules, your transgressions, and the consequences. The woman slaps a badge down on the countertop with a tight, proud smile. I'm a representative of the Tavern Keepers Guild. We oversee all the taverns in the land. She lifts her chin, gazing reverently into the distance. People rely on taverns to unwind and socialize under the professional care of a guild-certified tavern keeper. But you, her brow furrows, you are not certified. I have registered you as a guild applicant. The first step to move your application forward is to earn a 1-star ranking for your tavern. She drops a large, crisply folded map on the counter. This map shows the locations of reputable distributors of food and drink. Take this as well. She places a beautiful crystal bottle on the table beside the map. It's filled with golden, frothy liquid. She gestures to the bottle. This is a tavern elemental, a provisional advisor of a sort. She's agreed to work with you full-time if your membership is approved. A small figure forms in the swirling liquid and waves cheerfully at you. They know everything there is to know about the business. This one's name is Hops, I believe. Dorothy seems slightly flustered by your genuine pleasure. The figure in the bottle beams a sweet smile at you and nods. Yes, well, I'm sure you'll enjoy one another. She leans down to the level of the bottle and fixes the little elemental inside with a piercing stare. It stares back, striking a fair imitation of Dorothy's rigid posture. They're chatty types, elementals, but worth listening to. Dorothy favors you with another tight smile and reaches out to shake your hand. Her grip is firm and dry, like her personality. Best of luck to you in the application process. Attain a 1-star rating, and we'll be in touch. As she strides away, it occurs to you that she never paid for her drink. On the counter, Hops swirls around in her bottle to give you a big thumbs up.
All right. There we go. All right.
And so the long arm of bureaucracy has found you even in the depths of the swamp. At least you've made a friend.
I haven't advised anyone in ages. This'll be fun.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Map. All right. Check the tavern rating. Okay, so there's the tavern rating. All right. Check drink 522.
Our drinks have earned a 1-star rating.
Okay. Alright, tavern menu. Okay, let's increase them up a little bit. Alright. Alright, now we're just on the mission of earning a 1-star. Let's see how much money we got. Enough to put another pallet in. Let's go to storeroom. That'll work. Just need one for now. Then we'll get us a staff bed for our staff room. I guess we could go ahead and add on to our staff room. We want that to be a little bigger, so let's click on that. And how much was the tap? Tap room. Tap room. Alright. Taps are 16. Okay. Let's look here.
We're walking now.
This one's almost empty. Let's go ahead and fast forward time a little bit. Gotta make enough money to get us another tap in. Alright. Let's get another tap. So the tap room, we want another tap. Put that there. And then we will do another bar counter there. Alright, and then we will put this one. And then we'll go up to our here. Where's the menu? Just menu. All right, and then Mudwater Extreme. We'll make it up to 16 there. All right. Let's fast forward. Alright, we got a storybook.
A scruffy young man with a friendly face and ink-stained hands peers around the taproom. He scratches some notes on a scroll with a tattered quill, then sidles up to the bar and flashes an ingratiating smile. Hello! Would you happen to be the owner of this tavern? The name's Jefferson, ace reporter. I'm looking for front-page material for our next Gazette, and I was hoping to ask you about your tavern. On the record, of course. Really? A wave of relief washes over his face, but he squashes it quickly. That is to say, I knew I'd get the scoop. Let's see here. He chews the tip of his quill and scans over his scroll with a furrowed brow. Right. As everybody knows, this tavern has been vacant ever since the previous owner sank in a freak quicksand accident years ago. How do you come to own the place? I like it. That adds a bit of intrigue to the piece. The readers will be eager to see if that goes awry in unsettling and ironic ways. Did this mysterious stranger have glowing eyes? Rapidly. The important thing is you've got the doors open. What's your business strategy going forward? Jefferson thumps a fist on the bar. Darn right! You and me, we're two of a kind, my friend. They might say you're out of your depth, Jefferson, and a swamp can never support a daily periodical, Jefferson, but we know better. Apparently, having exhausted his line of questioning, he rolls the parchment closed. Well, that's all I have. Thanks for your time. I'll be off. This story isn't going to write itself. That's the job of an ace reporter. Jefferson stuffs the scroll into his jerkin, dramatically raising his quill and waving it above his head. To the presses!
That's funny. I love the stories in this game. It's
Wait.
really good. All right, we got an achievement.
When's the last time you got some fresh air? Just because I'm bottled up doesn't mean you have to be.
All right. So I think I want to build more taproom space, a little bit at a time. Alright, I'm just going to make it a little bigger. Actually, go ahead and finish that. Yeah, it didn't cost that much. So let's... Alright, we'll leave it there for now. I like how it tells us in the picture how much is in there. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward. Alright, so they want a fireplace. Let's see if we can... see if we can find a fireplace. Okay. Let's see. Lights, we don't have. Oh, we'll figure that out a little bit. All right.
Well, now your story is out there. People across the land may be reading all about you as we speak. Exciting. Intrusive.
All right. Let's go ahead and see what we can get here. Alright, so let's get 2 of those. So get all 3 of those. And we'll get a house brew. Alright. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Let's fast forward a little bit. Alright, we have enough to get a bed, so let's go to staff rooms. Let's get him a bed so he has a place to sleep.
Seems we're in for a rainy night. Let's go to build, and we want to get tap room, no, storeroom. Let's get us a couple more of these in. Give us plenty of room there. Alright, we got another story. What have we here? A tavern of this caliber must have the tastiest brews in Riverbottom. A stout man in a stained apron stomps up to the bar. His bushy grey eyebrows obscure his eyes, but do nothing to soften the voice reverberating from his broad-barreled chest. He seems human, but you'd swear from his stride that he has some dwarf in his lineage somewhere.
It's a great pleasure to meet you. The name's...
His brow furrows.
Joe. The name's Joe. Joe Town Guy. It surely was last time I checked.
He chortles good-naturedly, laughing it off, but surreptitiously wipes a bit of sweat from his brow.
Yes, indeed. The name is Joe Townman, as sure as swamp rats are damp. That isn't important, though. What's important is your selection of beverages.
Joe licks his lips as he surveys your tap setup. He's only a head and a half taller than the bar itself, so he gets a good close look.
I'll have a mug of whatever you have on the tap, please and thank you.
You fill a mug and slide it across the bar. He takes a deep swig, then promptly chokes and spits it across the surface of the bar.
Bad? No, it isn't bad. It's downright disgusting. And in a classy place like this, I can hardly believe it.
Mr. Town Guy shakes his head, eyebrows swaying.
But I don't blame you. I blame that merchant in his little boat. If only there was somewhere nearby you could go to buy proper drinks.
He reaches up very slowly and slides a map onto the countertop.
Somewhere that won the Golden Toad Award 7 years running. Oh, no, I don't know much about that sort of thing. I'm just a regular farmer, maybe. Actually...
Joe absently takes a sip of his drink and smacks his lips thoughtfully. You notice he doesn't spit it out.
By crockery, how could I ever forget Moss Barrel Brewery? Joe Moss Barrel brews the finest drinks in Riverbottom, or my name isn't Tom Joe Guy. Yes, but where... Oh, what's this?
Joe blinks down at the bar with exaggerated nonchalance. He scoots the map closer to you, carefully turning it so you can see it right side up.
A map to Moss Barrel Brewery! You could go try their brews for your next bulk order. I hear Joe Moss Barrel looks a lot like me, so don't be alarmed when you see me there. I mean, him.
You take the map. Joe looks mighty proud of himself. Hopefully his brews are better than his marketing strategy.
Interesting. All right. Love the little stories in this game. We're about a half a star right now. All right. like we got room for 3 more barrels of something. Let's pause real quick. Alright, let's see what you got there, buddy. Okay. Can't do anything with that. Alright, he's got Breath of the Mountain, Guther's Bloodhog, and Grapple Barrel. Alright, let's just get 3 of that one. Alright, and let's see. Let's go to tap room at $60 for a tap. So we'll wait a little bit and we'll add another tap if we can. Actually, let's try something here. Tap room. Can we expand? No. Let's see here. We'll just keep going then. All right. Alright. Let's get to the next day here. Okay, so how do we... Oh, so we need a bathroom. Okay, let's pause. Let's look in the build.
I don't sleep, but if I did, I'd want my bed somewhere quiet and dimly lit. Just seems cozier.
Let's look at this again. So they want facilities. All right, so let's go to staff room here. See if that's not there. Tap room maybe. Your bathroom. Let's put that right here. Alright, and then See if we can't put a... Sure. Let's add a sword on this table. Alright. Let's search bathroom. Okay. Good. Maybe foundation? Alright, so that's a wall. No. Outdoors, maybe? Ah. Need an outhouse. Where can we put this at? Need a bathroom, it says. I don't know where I can put it. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. It can be put here. All right, let's rotate it around. Put that there, I guess. All right, let's see. All right, let's just move on from that then.
Aha! That was a mote of chaos striking. Always a hazard in stories burdened by free will, I'm afraid. One can never predict when that might happen or what the results might be. Keeps you on your toes.
Alright, we'll just leave that. Hopefully that will be unlocked. Okay, waiting bench, dartboard, and a lantern. Okay. And yeah, chaos. Alright. So chaos is an unpredictable force that causes random effects. Okay. Alright. You got that one. Alright, so let's fast forward a little bit more. That's not good. Alright, he got it cleaned up. Okay. Pause for a minute. Let's just pause. Alright, so spoilage. Okay. We were running out of some of our stock. Okay, well, that's fine. Characters are stuck. Alright, let's... Oh, there's no doorway there. Okay, let's go to build. Tavern. Let's go ahead and do that and confirm. We'll put a door. Well, the door's already there. So, alright, let's try. There we go. Alright. Okay. Can't do anything about the stock right now. Tasks. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so Mudwiser, let's get a couple of those. And the dog's body roll at the moment. Okay. Okay. So we need to go to hiring. Okay, so we need to hire somebody that's good at that. So we'll just until we make enough money to be able to hire somebody. Alright, let's go to normal speed. Alright, this guy's good at that, so let's...
As your tavern grows, so must your payroll. With the second employee, your business has evolved from a dubious shack to a reputable service establishment.
Mudwiser. Alright. Need a bulletin board. Dark. Alright, let's see if we can go to build tavern. Alright, dartboard and bulletin. We can get a bulletin board. Let's see. Put the bulletin board right there. Alright. Alright, we got a new story.
Is this real? Is this another hallucination? I've been lost in the swamp I don't know how long.
The bedraggled customer stares around the tap room, mouth agape. His clothes are tattered and torn, and his wild beard trails to his waist. He locks on to you with disbelieving eyes.
I was walking home after frogging and followed what I thought was the lantern of another traveller. It wasn't. I've been wandering the swamp ever since. I was hoping you could help me figure that out.
He shudders and draws a shaking hand over his face.
It couldn't have been that long. A month, maybe? Less than a year, for sure. This tavern was called Emerson's Claw when I set out. Fella named Pete ran it. Did you buy it from him? How long ago was that? Abandoned? No, that's impossible. Finest tavern west of Maramine Town, this, and hardly 20 years since it was built. Who would abandon it?
His eyes narrow, then widen.
This isn't real. You aren't real. This is another trick of the will-o'-the-wisp. A fiction, like those tales of immortal elven folk and dragon spawn in the far north, beyond the wild woods.
His voice rises to a shriek.
You won't fool me again, Pixie! I won't be fooled again!
You smile reassuringly, taking a slow step forward. He watches you uncertainly, but your soothing tone calms him, and he stays still as you approach. You touch his cheek with your hand, and he startles. You step away.
You are real. Thank you.
His voice is hushed as he rubs his cheek.
I think, perhaps, I've been gone a lot longer than I thought. Pour me a mug, would you, friend? Got some things to think about.
Pretty neat. Alright, so...
Ja, cool.
We got enough to put another tap in. Let's do that. No, not quite enough. Yeah, I know. I gotta get another bed. Alright. Let's go ahead. We'll get the bed first. Alright, pause. Let's get another bed in for staff. Alright, let's put that one right there. Alright. Now he should be happier, hopefully. does he want? Assign a bed. How do we do that? Assign. Options. Okay, cool. Alright, let's assign the other one to Caden.
Keep an eye on that.
Alright. So we don't have a lot. So let's see what he's got. Let's go with this. And that would be it. Alright, so we need, let's go, this one. And that one. Alright, and let's go to our menu. That one's good. We need to bump that one up a little bit. Alright. Alright, let's move on. Need to get enough money to put in a dartboard. Assign staff. Click the button, then click the staff. So click this button, then click on the staff, right? Okay, so that's his, and then assign staff. Alright, cool. Why is he unhappy? Let's give him a bonus. Yeah. That should make him a little happier. Alright. More money for the dartboard. Alright, so we want tap room. Dartboard is 80. Okay. Perfect, they're both sleeping. Oh, we got another book.
Curled parchments covered in cramped writing are scattered all over the bar top. A forlorn elf has been shuffling through the paperwork for hours, muttering under their breath. They haven't earned more than curious looks from the other patrons, but if a rush comes, you're going to need that bar surface to serve drinks. Maybe this elf could use a fresh set of eyes on whatever this mess is. At first, the elf doesn't seem to hear you, but after a moment, their dazed eyes drift up to meet yours. What? Nothing. Well, wait. You're a business type, right? You know about all the forms and taxes and fees and whatever. Money stuff, yeah? A look of relief washes over their face, and they scoot the parchments toward you with both hands. So, I'm a thief, right? Last month, I lifted a nobleman's coin purse, and it wasn't until I got home that I realized it wasn't full of coins. It was full of diamonds. Do you have any idea what tax bracket that puts me in this year? What do I do? Well, I guess you're right. It's my civic duty, really. With a crestfallen expression, the elf's eyes drop to the paperwork once again. And after I pay it properly, I can steal it back fair and square. Thanks for setting me straight, friend. The elf scoops up all the parchments in one overflowing armload and makes their way to the door. Belatedly, you notice they stole the tip jar.
We're fresh out of gold. We need to earn more soon.
All right. We need to get our 80 bucks up. All right. What's the problem now? All right. Well, maybe not right now, baby. I'm streaming. All right. Alright, let's see. Okay, well, I don't know what to do about the happiness. I don't know what else I can do. Alright, let's pause. Let's put our dartboard in. The customers want that, so let's get the dartboard.
A 1-star rating. Already you're rising.
Alright, so we got a table, got a comfy chair, simple toilet, wash basin, work schedule, a locker. Alright.
In the world. I'm sure the guild doesn't give those out to just anybody.
Alright, so let's look in the staff room real quick. Let's actually move this in here. We'll hold off on the schedule for right now. Let's actually, let's go ahead and put that up here. Alright, and let's click on this. Oh, here. Okay. Alright, let's make Kaylin here. We'll just do him like that. And let's... We'll overlap them. Down. Okay. Cancel. Let's go back and do that again. Alright, we want to start him at 12. And we'll go to 5. See how that works. Maybe that'll make him happier. Right now we want him as generalist because we don't have enough. Alright, well let's just move him to 5 o'clock then. And we'll leave it at that. Alright. Okay. Let's try that. No. Cancel. Save. There we go. Alright. Well, let's see if that fixes his problem. Yeah, that's fine. Can't buy anything. We don't have any money. Alright, let's just move on.
We've dipped into the red.
Okay, so we can start offering food now. Okay.
We We should find a variety of shops on the map. They can deliver what we need.
Alright, so go to map. We need these. We don't have the money for that yet. We'll do it here in a bit. Alright, so let's pause real quick. Finances. Let's see if we can take out a loan. $53 per day. Let's see. $40 per day. So it's 80 per day. Let's do the 40 per day. We'll get 300. Alright. That gives us, alright, let's get a couple of drinks in. Don't want the con. Let's get 2 house brews. Alright, we'll get that. Alright. Hello, Shuggy. How's it going? Hello, Farm Trucker 32. Welcome in. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for rating me. I appreciate it. Alright. Now we need to go to the map. And we need, was it? Yeah, Stillwater Market. We need to order rats, apparently. So let's get... Let's do that. Alright. Go back to here, hit play. Alright. Alright. Alright, I hope your ingredient order has been placed. The next phase depends on you. You must build a functioning kitchen and add food to your menu. Enclose, please. Alright, so we gotta build a kitchen. Alright, so let's pause.
Becoming stuck in the gears of the guild's protocol machine isn't all bad. A little extra gold in your purse can take you a long way.
So we're gonna make the kitchen. Here. And there. We'll put the door there. I don't know what all we need in the kitchen. Alright, so let's go to build a kitchen. I'm assuming we're gonna need... hello, thank you for subscribing. I missed your name there. Sorry. Caught me off guard. Alright, so we need a food window, a grill. Alright, so I'm assuming... Let's see if we can get that in there. I don't know, it may be too small. We may have to rethink this. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of this. Yes. We need to get rid of all that. Okay. We'll come back to that. We're gonna go over here and build our kitchen, I think. Alright, so build. We want kitchen. Alright, we're going to do that. Confirm. We'll build the door there. Alright. Now we need kitchen. We're gonna need a food window. Alright, so let's move this over to there. Move our table. Over this way. Alright, and then we'll go back into here. Go back to kitchen. Alright, food window. Right by the door there. Alright, and then we need a grill. Alright. And then we're gonna have to hire somebody for that. Oh. Alright, we want a chef, so let's look for somebody that's good at cooking. It's gonna have to be that guy, or that chick here, Melanie. Let's go ahead and hire her. Alright, now real quick, let's go to our schedule. And when you open the schedule, I want, let's see what, okay. She doesn't like bugs, and she's a night owl, so alright, so we want to make her from 5 to 9, I guess. I need to move him back down to 5. Oh no, that's Melanie, I'm sorry. Cancel. Fix that. Alright, so she wants to work clumsy, that's fine. I'm not worried about clumsy. Alright, we'll do food until about 6 for now. Save changes. Alright. Okay. Have ingredients in stock. Okay. Where's... Alright, let's go ahead and gotta get our ingredients. I'm not sure where they come. Okay. Stock delivered. Okay. Oh, cool. They just throw it out on... Oh, that's awesome. Hadn't seen that before. Alright. Cool. Alright. She's clumsy. Alright, so we gotta design a meal. So let's create a meal. We want a grilled skewer. Yep. So okay. Create. Sure. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, that's the recipe's done. Alright, we just need to go to our
Not the fun.
cookbook now, and we need to let's bump that up to 10. Okay. Alright, so...
Finest cuisine, but it's a start, and it keeps the novice adventurers busy. Order up.
Now we wait for an order. Hope everyone is hungry.
Alright, we got a new unlock here. We got a food window. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Alright, catch up on chat here. We'll let it run slow for a minute. Okay. Thank you for coming in, Michelle, and thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. Need to do something real quick here. All right. Move that right there. Okay, sorry about that. I had to move one of my screens around. Alright, so we're bringing the rats in. We don't have a lot to drink right now, but we will be able to order more once we... Now, I want to see... was it Foundation? No, build foundation. I want to build a wall. See if we can expand here. Apparently not. Not a whole lot of room to expand here. Let's see. Yep, red. Okay. So I don't think we can actually expand too much. Really would like to. I'll tell you what, we can expand our storeroom over this way a little bit. Let's move our door right there. Alright, and then let's go to build storeroom. We do need to make it a little bigger, so we're gonna go there, and then there. Alright, we don't need a door, we already have one. Now I can add a few more. What is this? A larger shelf, yeah. Let's put a couple of these in. Come on, cooperate. Alright. That will give us so 2 flimsy for barrels, but keeps up to 3 inventory items, safer from spoilage. Okay, alright, cool. So we can put those there and they can do that. So, alright. Alright, so she's doing the order. Alright. She is so clumsy. And she was the best cook we could get. Yeah, the breath of the mountain's gonna spoil, but that's fine. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and go to, let's go back to that, and it's already where it needs to be. Alright. Alright, now let's look at the map. Go back to here. Alright, so we can get common rat. Okay, well let's try that. Let's get get 7 of those. Alright. Let's fast forward. Alright, actually, real quick. Let's go over here. I want to change his job. So open schedule. We want to select Caden. We want him to just be we won't hurt. Alright, Melanie. We want her to be chef. Yeah, just chef, and we're gonna bump. Oh no. I just want her to be chef. Yeah, just chef. Okay, now I'll see how that works. And then we want this. We want him to do that, and we need to get another person in eventually for the daytime. Cancel, save, please. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Stock's delivered. I love it. Alright, so let's go into hiring. We want to find somebody that's good at this, which is what we want, but maybe a cheaper person? No? Okay. Alright, well, that'll work. Alright, now, what was his traits? Open schedule. Alright, it's this guy here. Okay. He's squeamish, he's a slowpoke, he's cold talk. That's fine. Alright, so we want to do him until 5 o'clock. And we want him to be that. Alright, and he will load up stuff for us. And I think that will keep us going for a while. We actually need another... I am going to... No. Generalist. We want generalist. And she is going to work till 9. Alright. for now until we can hire somebody else. No, I want to save that. Alright, cool. We got some organization going on. And then I want to go to the grill.
Be careful when taking out loans. The interest can really pile up if you aren't mindful.
Okay. Let's go to create a meal. We want to do mains. We want to do a grilled skewer. And we want to add a common. Alright. And we want to make that 13. And create. So now we have 2 different meals they can order. So let's do that. Alright. And this is, you know, we're learning. Let's see. Satisfaction is pretty good. Services, current rating. Food rating, there we go. Alright, so we have to serve 4 patrons. What is this? Staff sleeping on the floor. Yeah, I know I need another bed. Yeah, bankruptcy is fine. We'll make our money back. Alright. We need to get 2 more beds in. So let's go to staff room. Beds, we need 50, so we need to make 100. Yeah, they're not happy right now, but that's okay. Alright, let's just fast forward time. We'll be alright, we'll make the money. Just gotta get into time. Alright. Alright, cool.
We are in the red. Better watch.
Alright. Okay. What's your problem? Oh, we don't have any drinks, but we can order. Once we get some money, we'll order some drinks. I think we're okay for the time being. That poor woman. Alright, so let's go to our finances here. Loans. Yeah, we only owe $271. But we'll be fine once we get past this day. I won't be spending a lot of money. So let's go ahead and fast forward. Get some customers in here.
One of the patrons overheard that we had to take a loan and left a big tip to help us out.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Alright. Well, we need a bed, so let's get another bed. Rotate that around. Yep. So we got one more bed. Let's fast forward a little bit more. Okay, there's lots of food. Running out of shelf space. Let's see here. Let's go to build. Let's go storeroom. I want to get a couple more of these. Cooperate with me here. Let's see. That's the way I want it to go. Alright, that should take care of that. Alright, and then we need to go to the map. We do need another bed, but we need some more beverage. So let's see what we got here. Scrap barrel. Yeah, we'll get that. How much is that? We'll get 20. We'll get a few of those, and we'll get. How much are these? 16. That's kind of expensive. We'll worry about that later. Let's get those. Right, what do we got here? Mudweiser did pretty good for us. Let's get a couple of those. Or just that. Alright, and that looks like all that we can get right now. Yep, alright. Alright, we'll get that stuff in. And we'll go bankrupt again for a night, but that we'll make it up. Alright, let's just fast forward here. That soon. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything I can buy for you. Sorry. Out of money.
We've overspent, I'm afraid. Now let's over-earn.
Okay. So no more spending. We need to save money. I thought I ordered some of the other ones. Maybe I didn't. Which one is this serving? Mudweiser. That one's scrap barrel. That one is house burning. No problem. Yep. Something's going on here. I did something wrong here. No, Melanie is the chef. Why is he cooking? Okay, well, whatever. We're making money a little bit at a time. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and fast forward time. Our money's going up. We need it to go up a lot.
Our food has earned a 1-star rating.
Alright, very good.
Good news, a letter from the guild.
Alright, it says the guild has received word your kitchen is up and running. You're succeeded in all your technical milestones. All that remains is to pass the oral general knowledge exam and pay your guild dues. These dues are a one-time membership fee. I asked Hops to review your accounts, and she assures me you nearly have enough to cover it. I'll give you some time to gather the remaining funds before I come to administer the test. Alright.
You think they said anything about me?
It took some doing, but you have all the balls in the air now. It's simply a matter of juggling them from here out.
Alright, so we have to have no debt, and we have to save up for our guild dues. Okay, well, that won't be too hard. Alright, so we got barrels out there, they just need to be brought in. Alright. So we have proper. Oh, they need a locker. Okay. Let's see here. Staff room. How much is a locker? Okay. That'll work. I don't know why they need a locker, but okay. I don't want to spend any more money. How much is our payments again? Loans. Payment is 40 per day, so we've got enough of that, but we're going to have wages come out of that too. So we really need more customers. Tavern closes in 40 minutes. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more customers. See what happens here. Yeah, we're down to $8. But that is where we're going to leave today's stream, guys. I do appreciate y'all being with me. Thank you for the raid again, Michelle. I do hope y'all enjoyed it. We're going to save. We're going to call this Europe. Alright. We'll save the game. But I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is Europe. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. And I do appreciate all that support you've been giving me. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.